Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our meditation series if you've come before, or welcome if you're joining us the first time. My name is Janice, and I'm just here to welcome you to the Sangha Live platform and also introduce our teacher, Caverly Morgan. Caverly is a dear friend of mine. I also get to work with her. She is a nonprofit leader. She founded Peace in Schools, a nonprofit located in Portland, Oregon. Peace in Schools launched the country's first 4-credit mindfulness class in public high schools. Caverly also is the founder of Presence Collective, a nonprofit that offers courses, retreats, and other teachings to the community at large, and is also a collective of other meditation teachers. Caverly brings over 2 decades of experience in teaching, and it's just a really beautiful teacher. So I'm so glad that you are going to get to experience what she has to offer this morning. And I want to just express my gratitude to this platform, Sangha Live. If you're joining us for the first time, know that Sangha Live has a rich history. This platform has been offering free meditations for the past 5 years, once a week, just accessible to all, really spreading the practice in that way. And in addition to weekly meditation, Sangha Live also offers in-depth courses, all of which can be found on the website. As you can see, there's a really thriving community. If you check the chat box on the side, people are saying good morning from all over the world. So feel free to say hello and greet the community in there. And lastly, I want to just highlight the green donation button, the Dana button under the video. All of this is made possible because of the generosity of this community. If you have the financial means, please consider donating financially, whether big or small. Everything helps and truly makes this platform possible for those who can't. Who aren't able to support financially. So at any time you can click on that green button. Your generosity and your support is deeply appreciated. So I'm going to bring Caverly on screen now. There she is. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
I'll turn it over to you. Thank you, Caverly.
Thank you. Hi, friends. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening. I'm so glad to see you. And Spencer, thanks for letting everyone know that if you want to be able to share your video when we speak with each other, if you'd like to come on after the meditation, Spencer has offered a link so that you can do so. So thank you again, Spencer, for coming on yesterday and chatting with me. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so delighted to be here. It's a beautiful morning here in Portland, Oregon. And this morning, we're going to be practicing a loving kindness meditation. Thank you, Alice, for requesting that yesterday. Friends, this is our community Dharma Hall. So feel free to voice your questions, your comments, as well as your requests. What would be supportive to your practice now? This is one of the reasons that I chose to say yes to the opportunity to guide these meditations on a daily basis, as I felt the possibility around being in relationship with this community rather than just touching in a one-time offering. So it's been lovely to get to know some of you through this forum. This morning, I'd like to move straight into the meditation. Again, we'll be doing a loving kindness meditation. Come into the position that works best for you. Treat this experience as if you were in a Dharma hall. If you're new to practice, welcome. Dharma hall. By Dharma hall, I mean a place of practice. For you, it might resonate better to say this is a sacred space for your experience of practice. Allow yourself to settle in. And in a moment, we'll begin. Before I ring the bell, go ahead and take 3 of the longest and deepest inhalations and exhalations you've taken yet today. Receive the sound of that bell like a call to return to presence. To return to being. The attention so habituated to move outward to various objects. Thought forms, images, memories, stories. Release the attention from that habit in this moment and allow it to soften and rest in awareness. Like a drop of water landing in the ocean. Simply allow the attention to return to source. If you are new to practice and have never experienced a loving kindness meditation, first know that you cannot do this wrong. I'll simply be inviting you to repeat some phrases to yourself. And to the best of your ability, attending to your full experience. These aren't just intellectual offerings, mental forms, these phrases. Notice what happens in the body and the mind and the energetic system as you practice. Repeating, sitting with and embodying. We'll begin this practice today by offering loving kindness to ourselves. If you'd enjoy offering this loving kindness to yourself while being in the embrace of compassion, you can place your right hand on the center of your chest and the left hand right where the ribs come together to touch, feeling the warmth of your own embrace. You might visualize offering these phrases to a young part of you who's scared or depressed, in need in some way. So repeating after me. May I be free from inner and outer harm and danger. May I be safe and protected. May I be free of mental suffering or distress. May I be happy. May I be free of physical pain, illness, and suffering. May I be healthy. And strong. May I be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. Receiving the light of that offering. And then if you wish, releasing the hands. And next, turning the attention to someone you love unconditionally. Perhaps someone you think of as a mentor, someone for whom it's easy to adore, to appreciate. Holding this person or being absolutely welcome for this not to be a human. Holding this being in your heart and mind. As we offer these phrases again. May you be free from inner and outer harm and danger. May you be safe and protected. May you be free of mental suffering or distress. May you be happy. May you be free of physical pain, illness, and suffering. May you be healthy and strong. May you be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. And now turn your attention to those that our society has labeled essential workers, grocery store workers, bus drivers, allow this list to be personal to where you are, your community. Who are the essential workers that show up every day to support the community, the collective? You might choose one essential worker you've come in contact with. The person who drives the bus in your neck of the woods. Or you might choose to hold the collective of essential workers in your heart. Visualizing them in your mind as you offer these phrases. May you be free from inner and outer harm and danger. May you be safe and protected. May you be free of mental suffering or distress. May you be happy. May you be free of physical pain, illness, and suffering. May you be healthy and strong. May you be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. And now turning your attention to those who are tending to those who are ill, who are directly caring for those who are sick, healthcare workers, nurses, doctors, and those who are not formally trained to be doctors, but are caring for those who are sick. Who are putting themselves at risk to support the health and the well-being of another. May you be free from inner and outer harm and danger. May you be safe and protected. May you be free of mental suffering or distress. May you be happy. May you be free of physical pain, illness, and suffering. May you be healthy and strong. May you be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. And now turning your attention to those who are sick, who are ill, who are struggling. Whose health is compromised, holding them in your heart and mind as you offer these phrases. May you be free from inner and outer harm and danger. May you be safe and protected. May you be free of mental suffering or distress. May you be happy. May you be free of physical pain. May you be free of this illness and suffering. May you be healthy and strong. May you be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. I invite you next to turn your attention to people who don't have the support they need. Or people who can't quarantine. or people who are quarantined in unsafe settings. Turn your attention to this specific collective. So perhaps someone whose health is compromised, but they're homeless, or someone who can't quarantine because they're in prison, or perhaps someone who's suffering in a setting of domestic abuse. Turn your attention now to these beings. Or perhaps one specific person that you're connected to who might be in such a situation, and offering these phrases. May you be free from inner and outer harm and danger. May you be safe and protected. May you be free of mental suffering or distress. May you be happy. May you be free of physical pain, illness, and suffering. May you be healthy and strong. May you be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, with ease. Turn your attention now to populations who are being disproportionately affected based on being marginalized within society. May you be free from inner and outer harm and danger. May you be safe and protected. May you be free of mental suffering or distress. May you be happy. May you be free of physical pain, illness, and suffering. May you be healthy and strong. May you be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. Now I invite you to turn your attention to those who have lost someone during this time, families who have lost someone, or several or many. May you be free from inner and outer harm and danger. May you be safe and protected. May you be free from mental suffering or distress. May you be happy. May you be free of physical pain, illness, and suffering. May you be healthy and strong. May you be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. Lastly, friends, turn your attention to people or a person for whom you feel frustrated, perhaps policymakers, perhaps those in government for whom you feel aren't acting on behalf of what's best for all. Turn your attention to them as you offer. May you be free from inner and outer harm and danger. May you be safe and protected. May you be free of mental suffering or distress. May you be happy. May you be free of physical pain, illness, and suffering. May you be healthy and strong. May you be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. Allowing the attention to rest now, to again sink into open awareness. As you notice whatever there is to notice about that loving kindness meditations, about whatever came up for you with those prompts. Just noticing those things, that activity within this open, vast field of awareness. Resting there. Nothing you need to push away. And nothing you need to cling to. Just being. And simply resting. Thank you, friends. Before we move into exchange, question, answer, commentary, which I look forward to doing, I invite you now to offer some loving kindness to Sangha Live. And an extremely impactful way you can offer that loving kindness is by clicking on this offer donation Dana link below me, this green button. We exist due to your support. So thank you for giving if you can. What shall we discuss this morning? You are welcome to ask a question in the question box or come on screen. Spencer, I would like to offer my feelings about this profound meditation. Thank you. Spencer, I know that you know how to come on screen. So if you want to, Janice, bring Spencer on, that would be lovely. Spencer, I imagine you're the same Spencer that came on yesterday. And yes, you'd be most welcome to come on again. Thank you. That can take a moment in terms of technology sometimes, and offer some loving kindness right now to Janice, who's doing this for the first time. While they sort that out, I'd love to hear from others, perhaps just in the chat box, anything you want to ask or say. Thank you, Eliza. Goosebumps. Thanks for writing in. Yes, sometimes for me, goosebumps are a reflection or an indication of my direct experience of something that's beyond words. If you feel like putting more words to your goosebumps, Eliza, please feel free to. Also fine, just to leave it at that. Thank you all for your patience as we attempt to bring Spencer on. And Elizabeth, thanks for acknowledging this as supportive. I do think it's really helpful to recognize loving kindness meditation as a support. It's an active support. Practice supports us in recognizing who we are. Yes. So loving kindness meditation is a support for allowing us to tap into our interconnection. So thanks for naming it as a support. And Matthew, thanks for acknowledging that it feels helpful to you in this moment. Yes, and good morning, Richard, and thanks for sending love from Florida, Julia. So this is our loving kindness in the chat bar, in the sidebar too, isn't it? Okay, so Spencer, you have already accepted, and it said that I denied access, but I did not. I'm so sorry that this is technically complicated in this moment. I'm not sure why, but I trust that Janice is looking into it, maybe even calling upon Jake's support. So bear with us. I'm sorry, it's complicated in this moment, Spencer. If based on it being complicated, you'd rather type in for right now. You know, I have a great appreciation for seeing people live, but if this is feeling complicated in this moment, perhaps you could type it in. Beth, I had streams of tears. This felt very powerful. I feel I have felt wrong in the past for crying. Thank you for naming that and for recognizing how unkind that is. It's not in keeping with our loving kindness practice to chastise any part of us for expressing emotion. No. And Alice, thank you. Thank you for prompting this meditation today. Sandy, how can I truly reduce the automatic response to what I dislike to more neutrality in the immediate moment? Sandy, I would be curious to know if you're referring to what might have come up with that last prompt. Perhaps you can write in and let me know if that's the case. And thank you, Sangha Live, for acknowledging you all are working on it. Thanks for your patience, Spencer. So for many of us, that last prompt, which, by the way, if you're new to loving kindness meditation, that last prompt where you send loving kindness to someone that you struggle with is a common prompt. Loving kindness is an old meditation. It's just to acknowledge the Buddhist roots of loving kindness meditation. It's referred to in Pali as metta. These metta practices are old, and I actually appreciate in this moment the opportunity to acknowledge those roots. And that is a traditional approach to extend our loving kindness. You might notice that we started in a place that it hopefully felt quite easeful, a mentor, someone you love freely, and then moving from there to various other people, perhaps for whom there's a neutral experience, and then ending with someone that, or perhaps someone's, for whom it's a stretch for you to offer loving kindness. It's so valuable as a practice that we work with that edge. It's easy to love the people who please us. Our liberation depends on moving beyond that comfort zone to truly, in recognizing our oneness, to not fall for the distortion that there's someone or something to be held outside conscious, compassionate awareness, that only the conditioned mind creates such divisions, and that we need not identify with that mind of distortion. So, Sandy, I would offer that this is an important place of practice in this moment. As you practice, you will see more and more, you will pay attention and recognize more and more about the nuances of where these blockages in the heart are. Sandy, you said, it seems as if wishing anyone well is more based on reducing aggression to make it reality. Well, Sandy, I invite you soon to come on the screen, because I'm not entirely sure if I am following what you're saying. It seems as if wishing anyone well is more based on reducing aggression to make it reality. We're seeing, I think, as I said that again, I think I recognize, or I see where you're coming from, Sandy. I want to suggest that what we're doing in this practice is we're allowing ourselves to see the true nature of another And through this practice, we're feeding that experience with our attention. So we have plenty of habitual, conditioned examples of trying to control other people's behavior. This practice is about nourishing shared being. It's about freeing ourselves, this last part of the practice, where we're extending loving kindness to someone we're struggling with, or we habitually judge. It's about freeing ourselves from the distortion that we're actually separate from them. Because actions of harm arise from the distortion of separateness. So rather than attempting to control others, we're giving our attention to truth, to our deepest knowing and understanding. And that knowing and understanding is the knowing and understanding of our shared being. That is the practice. Jan, you mentioned it feels like encouraging them to continue doing harm. As I mentioned, harm arises out of distortion. Recognizing our shared being. Freeing ourselves and supporting others to be freed from the distortion of separation is the greatest act of love. And it is from the depth of this love that outer actions can truly begin to be dismantled versus simply controlled. Given the theme of our day, loving kindness, a more simple way to say this is love is the answer. Love, unconditional love, is what we seek. So with that, friends, I see that it's 9. And so our time is up for now. And I do have a place for questions that I wasn't able to address today. As you saw, that was a longer than normal meditation. So I knew I wouldn't be able to address leftover questions from yesterday, but I will look at what you've written in that I haven't gotten to and hopefully bring that into tomorrow's meditation. A reminder to please support this platform if you're able through donating. And most of all, to support your practice right now, to support the nourishment of truth and love. So thank you so much. Thank you, John and Nancy and everyone else on this call. Andrea, Hugh, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be practicing with you. I'm so glad you're here, Jan and Ian, and all those again on this call. I invite you to take this practice into the rest of your day as a practice. Let the theme of your day be loving kindness, or the theme of your evening. Many blessings, and see you tomorrow, I hope.